Okay, are we ready to start? Yes, no, no, yes, no, 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 yes, yes, yes. Can we start? Cool. Okay, so first question, what are the decisions? Just type in the chat. What kind of decisions does she have to make? Remember what we discussed today and think about strategy. What kind of decisions does Paula and her colleagues have to make? Come on, guys. That was an exam question, so not so difficult. What do you guys think? Regarding the process, so she has to think about the process strategy. So the first thing is to think about whether she wants to produce in push or pull, right? What she does, we will discuss later on, okay? But whether she produces in advance or she only produces the ones that she gets an order from, okay? Then she also needs to think about the process types and the process layout, okay? She also needs to think about her supply chain, right? And decisions regarding source, okay, where she gets her product from. And then she needs to think about production, whether she packs the things together herself or whether she has a third party that packs the things together. Then she needs to think about the location. Where does she wants to have her business? Does she wants to start out from her kitchen? Does she wants to go and make the decisions and go maybe outside and go to the, I don't know, new territories or wherever she wants to set up her production facilities, right? Then she needs to think about distribution, right? So when she thinks about distribution, she needs to think about also logistics and warehousing if she needs that, right? So how does she wants to get the products to the customer itself? So we talk about last mile delivery. Does she wants to organize it herself or does she wants to outsource, I don't know, Uber Eats or whatever she wants to use? And she also needs to think about inventory management, what kind of safety stock she wants to run her products itself. But this all depends on her, what we said earlier, product offerings, right? So are we looking into, do we classify the product as being functional products or are we looking at more innovative products, right? So these are the different types that we have, right? And then she also needs to think about scheduling and controlling, and she needs to think about the resources that she needs, right? And she also needs to think about the transforming and transformed resources. So transformed resources we already discussed a little bit in terms of how does she do the sourcing of the product. Transforming, we need to think about employees, or is there any machineries that we need? For example, do we need a smoothie maker or whatever? What kind of kitchen or kitchen equipment do we need? Then we also need to think about packaging, okay? And we kind of need to think about any certifications that we need in order to run the business, right? I don't know what are the requirements in Hong Kong, but I'm sure there are very strict hygiene and safety regulations that we need to follow up, okay? Do you guys have anything else in addition to what I listed here? Anything you wanted to add, maybe? No? Okay, it all depends, basically, the decisions on the product offering. I know it's a lot, sorry about that. And it depends on basically the operations objectives, right? So make a note on all this, right? Because we will continue with this exercise, okay? So we need to think about the operational objective. What did you guys decide on? So there's no right or wrong answer to question number 2, but you need to think about the strategic direction you want to take this startup business. What do you think? What operational objectives have you identified as maybe being the order winners? Okay. What would you guys like to focus on? What do you guys think? Come on. What do you guys think? Nothing? Okay, so we could suggest, for example, since it's she wants to focus on, let's say, more of, if she wants to focus more the higher, I guess, production points, she could think about the organic side, right? And she could think about the quality, and sustainability could be a good combination that she could look at, because if she wants to then maybe expand that business into the office where she does packed lunches and stuff, she could focus on the higher price ends, right? And then based on the higher price end, she needs to think about how she designs the operation according to these objectives. She could go also the opposite, if you think. She could focus on cost, right? And if we look at quality in terms of consistency, right? But she could go the other way. You have to decide, right? And I guess the learning outcome of this exercise is to look into strategic alignment, right? So I want to look at so what I would look at if we have this question in the exam, and the follow-up question is that you align the execution and the design of the operation with your operational objectives that you focus on. So let's say if you focus on quality and sustainability, what are the decisions that you make in order to achieve this, right? To achieve a high level of customer service, okay? If you want to focus on efficiency, how do you achieve efficiency? You want to outsource, you might not want to focus on organic products, yada, yada. Okay, so that's the important part, right? How do we achieve strategic alignment in designing our operation and supply chain in order to have the capabilities to make the processes in a way to achieve the operational objectives? Okay, any questions regarding this exercise? You are not really forthcoming with what you guys have. If you want, you can send me what you got, and I have a look, and I can give you feedback on that, if you prefer that, okay? You can just send it to me, or you can just write me an email or write in the chat any questions that you have to me directly. Okay, we will continue with this, okay? Now go back to my learning, and here's the final assignment that we have for today, okay? This is the McDonald's case that you also have in your book, but I uploaded this just in case some of you don't have the book yet or will not have the book, okay? You see a history of McDonald's, how they design their processes, how they design the supply chain. It's very interesting, okay? And how they, I guess, organize their franchisees, and what problems they had in certain period between the 90s and mid-2000s, okay? Here are 3 interrelated questions, okay? So this will take you a little bit longer. So you have time until the end of the class. We will discuss this tomorrow morning, okay? So 3 questions, right? Firstly, how has competition to McDonald's changed over time? Think about what you find here in the case and what you already know. Think about, I don't know, Burger King and all the other, and health food and whatever it is, right? Question number 2 is what you've done earlier today. What are the main operations performance objectives that McDonald's focuses on? We've discussed this, right? Think about the cost and the quality they mentioned and the consistency. Draw on the operation strategy matrix for McDonald's. Okay, I put one up here. There's the operation strategy matrix, which you can take. So it's a bit zoomed in, but you can zoom out and think about here. How operations processes are used. Think about quality of service, range of service, delivery dependability, innovativeness, and costs. Okay, fill this out for McDonald's. I put 2 pictures, but this one has a better quality than the other one. But if you have the book, you'd use your book. Okay, so these are the strategy matrix in order to do the McDonald's case. Okay. Any questions regarding this case? You're not very communicative today, guys. I hope tomorrow more. Okay. Any questions? Or you know what to do now? Okay, so you have to read 1, 2, 3, these 4 pages, and then get together in your groups, or at least 2, and then try to answer these 3 questions. Okay. You have time till the end of the class, and we will discuss the case tomorrow. Okay. Everybody's happy? Okay. Good, good. Okay, so you have more or less 1 hour left, right? So thank you very much for today, guys. And I see you tomorrow morning. Thank you. Bye.